Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, this will be a slightly kind of relaxed, fun video about what I actually like. And if you're an Indian, you would be able to relate to it. And I'll specifically give you what I used to eat when I was poor, not these rich 5-star $1,000 meals, talking what poor people eat. So watch this video and give me your thoughts. I would really appreciate if you can tell me what you think. For those of you new to my channel, name is Loy Machedo. I'm a personal branding strategist who helps people get well-paying jobs in the Middle East, Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, specifically UAE, in Dubai. Dubai is a very popular place. I was there for 40 years. People also take my consultation for, when they move to Canada, Australia, Europe. And finally, coaching and consulting is what I tend to do. People book my services for an hour or whatever the time that they want. Details are put down below. So the other day, in my group, I had these guys discuss about what they like to eat. Some of them were like, I like biryani. Some of them were like, I like Italian food. Some were like, oh, I don't mind a pizza once in a while. And there were Arabs, there were Indians, there were Pakistanis. So finally, I chimed in. I generally don't comment, but when I do, it's, there are times. So I told them, first one I told them is when I didn't have money and I used to live a very tough life, I used to eat coca noodles. You call it Maggi noodles in India. Okay, so very cheap, very affordable. Just a noodle, boil water, put the flavor. And this was a poor man's meal. So for me, I used to buy 4-5. You would buy 4, get 1 free. And they were hardly like $1, $1.50. It'd keep me full throughout the day. And then I was lucky, I would have 1 boiled egg. And a boiled egg, or I'll put an egg in that and just mix. So that, I made a video on that separate. Okay, but when you're talking of actual food, in Dubai, I used to love Pakistani food. Seriously, if you have never tasted Pakistani food, it is an amazing delight. Seriously, I'm telling you. Because in India, in UAE, there are so many Indians, Pakistanis who live in harmony. There are so many Pakistani restaurants. Like Karachi Darbar is very popular. There's also a Delhi Darbar, but Karachi Darbar I used to love, man. Oh goodness. And the beauty about this Pakistani food is it is very, very affordable and very filling and very fresh. I'm not exaggerating. Only thing, it's very meat oriented and plenty of oil. The Pakistani food that I used to love, if someone is in Dubai, they would, or UAE, they'll relate to this. Channa Masala. Oh, the Pakistani Channa Masala. It's not like the Indian, this thing with tomato and Indian is slightly little thick with potatoes. But the Pakistani Channa is, I don't know, man, it has this oil or fat, I don't know what it is, but it's very peppery and it has pepper. Very delicious and very soft, man. And if you eat with a roti naan, oh, it's heaven. You cannot eat one dish, huh? You'll eat 2-3 dishes. I used to eat like 4-5. That is one breakfast, huh? Just imagine this is breakfast. And then if you want to add something, It's called Paya. Paya is joints, joints of goat. If you are not a vegetarian, you will be disgusted. If you're a Westerner, you'll be like, yuck, but take it from me. It is such a delicious meal. It is so delicious. The first time I heard it, even I felt it was disgusting. This is when I was in my, 16 years, 17 years. But once I tasted it, oh goodness. Every single day in the morning, it used to be a delight to eat chana and paya. Sometimes you can mix chana and paya. They'll give you with a very thick gravy. It's like a broth filled with the fat. Oh man, delicious, man. Oh, I can't express. Okay, that is one. I'll give you the Indian vegetarian side. That is a little later. Then comes mutton kadai, chicken kadai. Very nicely done. Their gravy, even if they put tomatoes and the tomato onion base, the roti that they give you is so hot. It's like crispy and soft. It's very dry. You have to eat it, man, and it melts in your mouth. So I used to love these. First one was chana, second one was paya. Roti is a standard, and then mutton kadai used to be my favorite. Chicken kadai used to be the second one, and then there are kebabs and all that. Those used to be the side dish. Kebabs also not bad, but it depends. Some people know how to make very customized. I think the name is Lehri kebab or Lahori kebab or something. Kashmiri kebab. There are different variations based on the spices. So my first favorite is the Pakistani food. Second, you will be surprised, is Indian vegetarian food. Seriously. Indian vegetarian food, and I'll give you exactly where. I've spoken about this in my previous year. Masala Dosa. Oh, heaven. And if a North Indian or a South Indian really knows how to make Masala Dosa, it's like this big thing. It looks big. It's very thin. It's a very crispy, flaky, like, I don't know, you call it wheat or it's wheat or it's like a dosa. Oh, heaven. And you eat with soft potato with masala. Oh, and the chutneys, there's green. There's white and there's red. It depends on, red is with the green chilies, light, but coconut milk. And the red one is with red chili. Oh, heaven. And sambar. You will love that. Okay? You can Google search this. I like rava masala dosa. This is normally common with North Indians. South Indians, I like idli. Idli is sometimes, but vada. If it's made properly, the South Indian vada, oh, it's like an idli that is fried. Google search all this. I don't know how to describe it here. And fresh vada, man. Oh, overnight they keep it, this thing, so it yeast ferments. And they fry. It's delicious here. And especially you have to dip it with the sambar and chutney. Okay. Vegetarian, I like them. Then there are different variations, but I like this as standard. Then comes the non-vegetarian, which is South Indian. South Indian Keralite food is to die for, especially that what they eat in the leaf. You can Google search. During when I went to Kerala, Kannur, and in various parts of Kerala, they will give you a leaf, banana leaf. They'll put a little water, and then the rice is steamy hot here. It's called fat rice. There's fat rice and there's thin rice. The basmati. The fat one is, I don't know, maybe it's South Indian. They'll put steamy, you will feel like steam coming out. You can literally have a facial, man. It's that steamy hot. Then they'll put little sambar, little bit of spicy, little bit of coconut, little bit of banana chips. They'll put chicken with chutney, chicken with the dry chicken. South Indian leg, chicken fry is to die for. Chicken, there are these terminologies only South Indians can understand. Chicken chukka. Chukka is dry, but with masala base. after they fried. Chicken fries are standard with oil. But there's something about them frying it versus if you try to fry it. It's not like a KFC. Okay, chicken fry. Then they have variations. If they say chicken garlic, chicken chili, chicken ginger, all they do is, this is chicken. The base is the same. They'll put extra ginger and cook it, it becomes chicken ginger. They put extra garlic, it'll become chicken garlic. Chicken spicy means more spicy in that same base. But the parotas are to die for. The actual Indian, South Indian parota, no one can replicate. If you're eating North Indian food, then eat chapati. The soft chapatis of the Gujaratis, na? And if you have not tried Indian food, please eat, they give you in a thali. It's called a thali. That means it's a steel metal plate. Google search the name Indian thali. There's a metal plate, and inside there's small goblets of, like not a saucer, like a small bowl, tiny bowls, but they keep it around the steel plate, and there is chicken and lamb, and it depends whether you're eating veg or non-veg. I would recommend first try the vegetarian one, then try the non-vegetarian. With the vegetarian, it depends on their creativity. Sometimes they'll give you rice or biryani. First they'll give you a chapati or tandoori roti, and after you finish one or two of them, then they give you rice. In some places it's unlimited. You can eat as much as you want. Okay? Then the other food, obviously, if you're in the Middle East, you have to eat shawarma. It is an Arabic thing. It's not the German doner. Shawarma is meat with soft kubus, real soft. It's thin, or some is fluffy, and they'll put pickled onions or pickled cucumber, and they'll put the yogurt raita, it's called. Oh man, it's to die for. And it's so juicy, man. It's so hot. Oh, I miss it. All this food I've not gotten for years and years. Then what else? Biryani, depends where you're eating from. Some biryanis, they really put the meat and they cook it so the flavor oozes out into the rice with its condiments and with its onion flavoring and whatever. You really have to have. Oh, there is another one. I don't know what you call this. It's like a clay pot. Inside is rice, and they will put the meat. It can be lamb, chicken, fish, whatever. Then they'll cover it with rice and spices, and they'll cover it with chapati or bread, and they'll put this in the oven. And when it comes out and you open that chapati, steam and that smell, your mouth will water as you eat. The juice will just flow in your mouth, yeah. Ooh. Sadly, none of these is available here on this island. And here's the funny thing, this food is not healthy, like whichever I've stated. But it's so delicious, man, you will die to eat it. Forget the pizza, forget the burgers, forget all this fast food junk. These foods are so amazing. And I envy those people who are still in UAE who can eat all this. You know, especially Indian food. See, Indian food, no? Depends on which part of India you're from. You get to, each and every country has its variety. State. So you must try, like Punjabi, the way they eat with their roti and dal. Their Punjabi roti is a little bit more thick sometimes then, but the dal is very nutritious. So it all depends, yeah. But overall, the food that I gave you is the food that I used to eat in Dubai. And like I told you, the first one was Pakistani food, second one was South Indian food, and third one was the vegetarian, these breakfasts. There was a very famous outlet called Geeta. Even Ravi was another famous Pakistani thing. And I can't get another, and this has global chain, or like Kamat or something, but there's one other one. Very nice veg restaurants. They are also based in the UK. So, and I'll tell you, they are priced very affordable, very, very affordable. It's priced to such a level that you can feed yourself and live off the very average salary for a whole month and enjoy these nutritious food. There is nothing like Indian food, yeah. Nothing. Okay, there are Indian snacks which you can get in Mumbai, like what do you call that? With water, pani puri. Pani puri, shev puri, batata vada puri, means potato with vada. All different puris. These are snacks, just savory snacks. And another thing which I would highly recommend, Indian sweets. Thankfully, I have a vendor here, restaurant Punjabi Sweets. I think it's called Punjab Restaurant or something. Sindh Punjab or something. Oh, he makes barfi. Just Google search barfi. Google search kakand or something. It's milk. This thing, I really like it. Arkand or something. And barfi, I love barfi. Laddus are okay. You can Google search laddu. Jalebi is too sweet. I don't like it so much. Rasgulla is nice if it's hot. And there are other dishes like puri bhaji and you know, if you're not an Indian and you have not tasted all this, you're missing out on the finest things life can offer. I'll tell you, make it your goal. And even if you're Indian, please eat the Pakistani food. Lovely food, yeah, lovely food. You're missing out on amazing food. If you're non-vegetarian, vegetarian, only chana or some other, but non-vegetarian. Oh, and Indian food, goodness, it never ends. It's too much of variety. So anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Feel free to drop in your thoughts. But I'll tell you, man, if I do ever go to Bangkok or I do ever go to India, this will be high on my list, eating all these. Nothing like eating Indian food here. Even here, you don't get that actual taste. Seriously. Masala dosa, especially high on my list, masala dosa. And rava masala and that Pakistani. I really miss that. Really miss that. Anyway, let me know if I missed out on anything. Do put your comments and thoughts down below. Love to hear from you guys. You guys take care. This is me signing off. Ciao.